A big new feature is finally coming to all Tesla vehicles, and thanks to some leaks, we've got a pretty good idea of exactly how it's going to work. Plus, I've got some big updates on the FSD Beta rollout and who is getting it next. Also, some bad news for Tesla customers or potential customers. Looks like there might be some price increases in the works, some massive delays, and some big features that have been removed. Let me break that all down. And also some good news here, some new features that could be coming soon that could just totally change everything. Let me go beyond the headlines, break down all the biggest stories in the Tesla world, and tell you everything you need to know in this video. And also a huge thanks to Into the AM for sponsoring this video. More on them in a bit. First up, I've got some updates on the premium connectivity front. Some things are going to change. Now, quick update here. For those of you who don't know what premium connectivity is, it's basically your Tesla's data plan. Obviously, the Tesla has a built-in LTE connection for doing, well, just about everything. App control, streaming music and movies, and web browsing. There's a whole lot that premium connectivity lets you do in your car. In fact, it's actually easier to show you what your car can do without premium connectivity because it's very limited than to show you what it can do with premium connectivity. There are some ways to get around this with a personal hotspot on your phone, but basically it's just a lot easier, usually just more convenient to pay the $10 a month to have access to this basically unlimited data plan for your car because it lets you do everything like stream movies, music, all that stuff. It just has been nice to see. Now, for a while, Tesla wasn't charging for this. Then they started to charge with this with sort of a tiered pricing system. Sort of. They were charging $10 a month to everybody, but you got a different complimentary service agreement based on the car you got. So if you bought a Standard Range Plus, for example, you got 30 days for free of premium connectivity, then you'd have to pony up the $9.99 a month. If you got a Long Range or Performance Tesla, you got a year for free. Now Tesla is changing that a bit, and everybody just has this for 30 days. No longer are they giving away a year for free. Everybody, no matter what model you get, just gets premium connectivity for 30 days and then has to start paying $10 a month if they want to have access to the data plan inside of their Tesla. Now, there has been a lot of speculation as to why Tesla would make this move. Was it just sort of something they were planning all along, or are they planning to add an update sort of to the Tesla app or the Tesla car, or both, to introduce a more data-hungry feature that might just make this service more worthwhile and worth paying for, and not something Tesla just wants to give away a year for free to a lot of buyers. And what the consensus has become is that Tesla might be introducing a live streaming mode where you'll be able to stream live video from your Tesla to your phone over the car's built-in LTE plan. And now, before we continue with more Tesla news, if you guys have been sort of admiring this nice, comfortable looking and really nice fitting blue shirt I've been wearing throughout this video so far, and you're a fan of really nice high quality shirts and also some really cool graphic tees as well, then you have got to check out the apparel from this video's sponsor, Into the AM. Into the AM has been making ultra comfortable and premium clothes since 2012, and they're on a mission to help you express your energy, your creativity, your passions with some really high quality apparel that just looks incredible. They've got a wide variety of super bright, vibrant, really nice graphic tees that just look incredible. And also, if you're like me, you like to switch it up a little bit and just like something a little bit more basic and subtle, their basic tees are a wonderful option as well. They're comfortable, they're really nice and form-fitting, they come in really nice colors. I love all the different designs and options that Into the AM has, and they've also got some really great deals going on as well right now. Like if you want some basic tees, you can get 3 for $39.95, a really great choice. And also if you're a fan of these graphic tees that just look incredible, I love these designs, you can pick up 3 graphic tees for just $60. If you want to learn more, check out Into the AM for yourself. Hit the link right down below in the description to learn more, or you can go to intotheam.com/Robert10 and use that special code Robert10 at checkout to get 10% off your order of these really comfortable shirts. Again, huge thanks to Into the AM for sponsoring this video, and again, learn more at the link right down below. Now again, specifics are a little limited right now. We don't know exactly how this is going to work, but according to these leaks, it looks like you're going to be able to sort of choose which camera you'd like to be able to view live from different, vantage points around the car. Basically, again, the same cameras that Autopilot and Sentry Mode use. And then you also should have the option to save the clip. So that makes me think that maybe this is tied to Sentry Mode, that if you were to get an alert for a Sentry event, you'd be able to pop up the Tesla app on your phone and then be able to view what that event was, and then hopefully you could save that clip from your phone. Now the question is, Could you save the clip from your car to your phone locally? Would that command trigger an event to be saved onto the car's SSD? That's a little unclear as of right now, but this live viewing of different cameras from your car looks to be coming really soon. And again, this has been a hotly requested feature for a while. You know, when you get that Sentry Mode event on your phone, it's sort of a dreaded notification to get because you can't actually check anything. But now having the ability to sort of do a live stream and see exactly what your car is seeing at any given time would be really nice to see. Some other leak code discovered within the new Tesla app also suggests that Tesla is working on a way to sort of transfer supercharging miles into credits that could be used to purchase Tesla apparel and accessories on the Tesla shop, or also, maybe even better, a way to use those as credits to subscribe to Tesla subscription services like premium connectivity, or even better, the full self-driving subscription service for your Tesla. Now, I know that there are many people who have racked up thousands, if not tens of thousands of miles through referrals. I know this is a total first world problem, but they have no way to really utilize all these supercharging miles before they expire. Maybe you're not taking a lot of road trips, or you're not even near a supercharger, and those miles just aren't really doing any good. And I think I saw the math run somehow, some way that like 1,000 miles of supercharging is equal to like $50-ish in the US here of like monetary dollars as equivalent to those miles. So maybe there's a way for Tesla to sort of give us some kind of credit for apparel on the store or subscription, or even better, I'd love for Tesla to do something like allow you to transfer these miles to friends and family. This would cost them nothing, essentially, because the miles have already been earned, but would allow people like me who have more miles than I know what to do with to be able to give them away to friends and family, and also give them away to you guys. If Tesla was to open up the option to allow for you to give away supercharging miles, I would gladly do that day one here on this channel. So if you guys want me to give those away, I would gladly do some kind of blitz of giveaways here. Subscribe to the channel down below and hit that thumbs up button if that's something you guys want to see. But this is again leaked here in the Tesla app. Hopefully this turns into something and a way to better sort of put those supercharging miles to better use. Some other Tesla news this week worth mentioning is that the order configuration has been removed off of the Cybertruck page on the Tesla website. You used to be able to sort of configure your single motor, dual motor, or tri-motor variant. Those have been removed along with their prices, and now you can just put down the deposit and then be able to sort of configure or finish configuring your Cybertruck when you're getting closer to your delivery date. Hopefully production will ramp up at the end of 2022 or near the end of 2022. But that's just something worth mentioning. Some have speculated that prices for Cybertruck will likely go up as a result from this, and Tesla wanted to hide those prices so they could increase prices. Others have suggested that maybe FSD is going to go up in price because of this, so unclear right now what the reason for this is, but just so you know, there's no bug in the Tesla website. There's just no way to configure the Cybertruck right now, so just place your order now. You're going to be in the queue, and you're going to have your option to finish your configuration once your Cybertruck is closer to production and delivery, hopefully by the end of next year. Also, in addition to the Cybertruck, there have been some other changes to Tesla vehicles on the website as well, specifically here with the delivery estimate windows. As you know, as of right now in 2021, it's a crazy time to buy a car. Teslas are no different. They are seeing sort of unprecedented demand and some issues and complications with the chip shortage and stuff like that. So if you're going to buy a Tesla right now, be prepared to wait at least a few months, if not longer. If you're looking right now to buy a Standard Range Plus Model 3, my current car of choice, my favorite, you're going to have to wait until August of 2022 to potentially take delivery of that vehicle. So order right now, and you might see that at the end of the upcoming summer. We also saw some delays with the Model Y long range. That was sitting at an April 2022 estimated delivery window. Then that briefly jumped all the way to July of 2022, which was sort of crazy to see. That has since sort of went back to April, but I would definitely expect that to continue to change. That continues to sort of get bumped and bumped further down the line. I'm looking potentially to get a Model Y in May of 2022, and I have not ordered yet. I'm kind of just waiting for delivery to get pushed back. And as soon as it got pushed back to July, I was a little concerned, but now it's gone back to April. So I'm like you, sort of just waiting for the other shoe to drop, so to speak, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you're gonna want to buy a Tesla right now, be prepared to wait many, many months. Obviously, some other estimates have improved over the last few weeks. Some have also gotten worse depending on your model. Model X deliveries have actually started, the refresh models at Fremont, which is super cool to see. So just sort of know that as of right now, it's sort of a crazy time to buy a Tesla, and you might have to wait just a bit. I think right now the fastest Tesla, or at least one of the fastest Teslas you can get delivered, is is a performance Model Y. Those still have delivery estimates in December, so you can go ahead and take advantage of that if you want that car, but also just be prepared for potential price increases, because obviously the longer you wait to order, the bigger risk you run of a potential price increase. So just sort of keep that in mind as you decide which Tesla you want to buy and when you want to put that order down and deposit on your new Tesla. And last but certainly not least, FSD Beta 10.3 is rolling out this Friday, October 22nd at midnight Pacific as an update to FSD Beta testers. And this will also give access to all who have a safety score of 99. That'll give them access to the long-awaited FSD Beta. I'm at a 98 now. I don't know if by the time this video goes live, I can squeeze up to a 99. But if I do happen to get access to the beta, or I guess when I get access to the beta, regardless, do you guys want to see FSD Beta videos? And if so, what would you like to see? I'm not sure what value I could provide that would be different. Is there any sort of insight that I could give, or things I could cover in my video that you haven't seen from other videos, or you just want to see more driving videos, like the more the better? Just let me know down below if that's something you guys would be interested in. I just don't know if I'm going to record any or not. But if I do get access to the beta, do you guys want to see any first drive videos? Let me know in the comments down below if that's something you guys are interested in or not, and I can make some videos and show off some things you guys want to know and answer some questions. Or if you're bored of him, I can skip them and not produce them and just continue on with my regularly scheduled Tesla content. So what are your thoughts on the big Tesla news and nuggets for the week? Are you excited to see FSD Beta continue to roll out, or do you not care? What are your thoughts on premium connectivity getting slashed from 1 year free to 30 days free? And do you think we will actually finally see this live Sentry Mode viewing within the Tesla app? Let me know your answers to these questions and more in the comments down below. Also, again, a huge thanks to Into the AM for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to pick up some really great looking and great feeling comfortable tees, you can learn more and check them out for yourself at the link down below. They've got some awesome deals going on right now. And again, you can go to intotheam.com/Robert10. Use that code Robert10 to get 10% off your order. Thanks to them for sponsoring this video. And thanks to you guys for watching. Thank you so much, as always, for checking out my Tesla content. I appreciate it. I am Robert Rosenfeld, and I will see you all in the next one.